Hey.
David with Puff Bellies here with my front end hostess, manager, mostess, Aaron.
Cultivator of kindness.
And you got me here as
And
well.
yeah, Scott Hogerman's with us as well, hosting this whole shindig. So,
well, let's start off strong. Right off the bat, Dave, I wanted to ask you. I've known you for a while before you opened the restaurant. What inspired you to go ahead and start Puff Bellies?
well, I was banking a while back, and I'm decidedly not a banker. Anybody that knows me will like, oh damn, yeah, Dave's right. Sitting behind a desk all day, and that just isn't my forte. And I've been brewing for forever. I've been chefing for forever, and I decided it was time to do this. This building came available, and it was pretty much everything was in it. As far as the infrastructure, I wasn't gonna have to sell my soul to get into it, and I wanted to see if my concept would work before I really jumped into building a building and doing it full scale.
Right. Well, so what a lot of people don't understand is when they come in, they see the Macon Brewing logo on a lot of stuff,
mm-hmm.
And first and foremost, I mean, you're still a brewery. I mean, I've known you from brewing beers for other places and everything else, and when you started here, it's not just a restaurant. We'll get into the food in a little bit, but I'm going to start off with the beer.
Hey, that's my favorite.
So Macon Brewing is your brand. This is your company. This is what you do. Tell us a little.
Damn proud of it.
Well, hold on. Before we even start, even though we're live, we have to make a decision here. Is this going to be a PG-13?
It can be whatever you decide.
Well, this is on your page, so
okay,
we got to make sure.
We'll do PG-13
ish. Okay.
Yeah,
so Dave actually makes some of the best fucking beer I've ever tasted. It's good. It's scrumptious. It's got flavor. It's got ABV. Got alcohol content. It's got bitterness. It's got hops. It's got sweetness. It's got malt. I have to ask you to start off with. So we're going to start off with the beer. What really inspired you to get into brewing to begin with?
Well, I started brewing when I was 22 years old. I had a couple of German beers that I couldn't get anywhere else. Okay. I had a couple of German beers that I couldn't get anywhere else. And I decided, well, you know what? I can't buy them, so I'm going to try to make them. Mm-hmm. Well, back in the early mid 80s, there weren't many ingredients out there. You could go to Schwagman's, which was in New Orleans. It was a big grocery store, and that they had the hops malt extract, and they had brewer's yeast, which was some of the nastiest thing you could ever put in your beer. But actually, it made palatable beer. You just had to be careful what you did. And then I befriended some people that owned or that were brewmasters at Dixie and in some other breweries, and got into all grain brewing. That way I could actually brew the style that I wanted to, and started making my Oktoberfest. And that was really what kind of reeled me into the whole thing. Was my first Oktoberfest that I made. Oh my God, it was just amazing.
Well, just to let you know, Christine Cassidy just commented in, and she says her favorite waitress ever is up there.
Hi, darling.
And mine too.
Hey.
I'll tell you a story about us here shortly.
Well, go right ahead. I mean, we've already got people commenting on Aaron, so
hi, my darlings.
So Aaron, actually, let's ask you. Let's I know I've been around here since the early days of Puff Belly, and
yes.
You came along quite a little while back. What inspired you to come here and be a part of the Belly Busters here?
The Belly Busters.
Well, in all honesty, I accidentally found Mr. Dave again. I was going next door to get some food. I saw those beautiful blue eyes. I was like, I know that dude. So I came in, and I started out as a regular on this side of the bar. And he was like, why don't you stop spending money? Get on the other side. So I started brewing. Well, I started pouring Mr. Davis beer for him. Mm-hmm. And I come to love it. Mm.
Yeah, and then we went through some personnel changes, and I asked her to say, you know what? this is a natural fit for you. Just come in and run my front of house and be my cultivator of fineness on the front end, and that's what we do.
Absolutely.
Well, we start with what. So for me, I know what kind of beers I like. I know what kind of thing I like. I like stuff of flavor. I like stuff, but you've gone the gambit. You've got things that have completely sold out within an hour to stuff that has you've made a big batch.
We won't talk about that Australian lager I made back when I was with Crooked Letter. My God,
my thing
that was a travesty.
My thing is what the beers that you have and everything else. What let people know what kind of beers they can get. I mean, let's be honest. Most of the people who are listening who think beer, they're thinking Budweiser or Miller Lite or Coors. Let's educate people on what real beer is.
Well, my whole premise coming into this was I'm required by the state to carry some state branded product, which I love. I love supporting our local breweries. I have to do that. So what I decided to do is kind of fill in the holes between what I could buy from our friends versus what's available commercially, and that's where I plug in the holes. My favorite, my all-time favorites have been the lagers. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I haven't had the latitude to do that until I just purchased 2 more fermenters, which will be in hopefully a week before Christmas. So after the first of the year, you can plan on having a Pilsner, and you can plan on having another floating lager of some sort rotating in and out. I will do a Maibach for April, May, and that's a pale colored double Bach. It's malty and just absolutely delicious.
Yummy.
Next week, I'm brewing another one of my all-time favorites.
Sorry, that's me. I'm trying to screw up. I need to turn the volume down on this one. Oop.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. You have to hear me 3 times and then once. I wouldn't like that either.
Well, I'm trying to forgive me. Also, I'm going to stop casting the thing up there because I want to put the stuff on the screen up there for what we're doing here. That way, you two can actually see what's going on as well with the stream. So when people come in and comment, you can actually look and see. Sorry, guys, it's kind of a little bit different here, but just let you know.
Oh, look, Paul.
That's us.
All right, so
next week I will be brewing. Let me finish out what's going on this week. I have an Irish Red in the fermenter that's carbonating. It's going to be carbonated and finished up tomorrow. Next week, I'll be doing my Wee Heavy Scotch Ale, which is one of my favorite beers to brew, but it takes a while, and I really didn't want to tie up fermentation and aging, so it's kind of been a long time coming. I'm almost caught up with everything, so I'm able to brew this and then push it back. But we always have our blonde ales. We usually have two or three.
Thank you, my babies.
We usually have 2 or 3 of our flagship beers, which are the Scots favorites.
Love my porter.
Which are the porter, and I made a special brew for him. It's a special formula just for Scott. Well, what are we calling that, Scott?
Well, I guess now it's the SS Porter.
Yeah.
Scotty's
Special Porter.
Scotty's Special Porter. There you go. So now it's the SS Porter.
It's a lighter bodied but malt forward porter. It's just absolutely delicious. We do our stout. That's a staple. The Dunkelweiss, which is a regular on the taps.
Riddle Dance.
The Riddle Dance, which is I'm not even going to tell you where the name came from, because if you know me from the other brewing place, you'll kind of read between the lines. But it's a coffee chocolate porter stout-ish. I can't really define because it's kind of a quasi between the two. But yeah, that's what we do, and I'm looking forward to doing more lagers, Scott.
Absolutely.
I mean,
well, honestly, I'm just looking forward to anything that comes along.
Oh, and the Gosas.
The
Gosa. Really, and actually, we have somebody sitting right over here who's looking at his phone. Who he was saying he was going to get a camera and let everybody know how good the beer is. Caleb. Oh, Caleb is actually you're gonna shy away, and you are not going to let everybody know here how to how
right
things is.
now.
Oh man, I love putting people on the spot.
They're great.
All right. Well, apparently Caleb's shy and a little bitch, but we are going to. So not only there's bacon brewing here, but not only is it the brewing and the beer and everything else. You do pizza, you do kebabs, you do hamburgers, you do specials of the week. Fill us in on a little bit of that.
Well, we were thinking about what we were going to do as far as with the beer. We knew we were going to have a brewery, but I wasn't quite sure what the food concept was going to be. So we rolled it around a little bit, and it was really this close to being a full-scale Italian. I mean, full-scale, sit-down, white tablecloth Italian restaurant with a brewery. Then I started thinking about it, and it just doesn't fit what the kind of vibe that this place has. So we decided to scrub that. I prematurely bought a $16,000 pizza oven. So, but we were kind of tied in to the pizza part, and then I had some other recipes that I made for years. My burger blend, my meatballs. We decided to do the skewers with the kebabs, and I think that nobody's doing kebabs on the coast like we do anyway. I don't know of anybody that's doing them, and if they are, I'm sure they're not doing them like we are. So yeah, this is a unique kind of an eclectic blend of different cuisines and different flavors that we offer. And it's not your typical bar food either. We don't do all the pre-battered, pull it out and drop it in the fire. We don't do that.
We don't do that at all.
Well, I'll say everything here is about 99% of stuff is made in house. Your pesto sauce, your pizza sauce, your all kinds of. Everything here is done.
There's about 90% of our menu that's made in house. What we can't make here, we buy the best we can on the outside. So yeah, if I'm not going to eat it, then I'm not going to buy it.
All right, so I'm gonna make a little interruption on this real quick because we're getting a lot of comments about a certain individual who just loves giving thumbs up on camera. So let's introduce everybody to Erin. Erin is one of my favorite people here.
Hi, my darling.
She is the girl behind the bar who gives you attitude with class. And she actually is a lot of fun. She's not going to take any crap from anybody, but she's never going to, well, I'm sure she could be rude if she wanted to, but she has not to me yet. So
you really have to push her to the backside. She will give you as much latitude, but when you start getting nasty is when she will politely cut you off and cut you down and send you out.
But in all honesty, guys, I've never had. It's never come to that.
You haven't had to here.
Exactly.
I've seen it happen at Hooters.
At Hooters.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about
imagine
Hooters.
that.
Well,
yeah, we would talk about that.
And we're not here to talk about Hooters.
No, we're not.
Speaking of Aaron's Hooters, no, sorry, no. Sorry.
It's so pretty.
Well, we were not going to go this way.
Now you're turning red.
So one of the things too is the food. You have different specials of the week, which I'm going to bring a few pictures of you. But you've got some great things that aren't available on the menu all the time, but they actually come into play every once in a while. And the first thing I'm going to bring up is one of my favorites. If you look at the screen up there, this is one of my favorites. If you want to describe it to people,
the shrimp and grits.
Yeah, that's this was something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I had all the ingredients. And everybody is a gloppy ass grits in a bowl and then put some shrimp on it, and they call it shrimp and grits. So that's not in my book. You have to have the yummy cheese grits, the creamiest of the cheese grits, and we take them and we put them in an egg wash and we panko them and we deep fry those grit cakes. We cut them in squares, and between the crispiness of the grit cake and the soft and the crispiness of the batter and the softness of the grit cake, along with my Creole cream sauce. That sauce is a crawfish Creole cream with all the Holy Trinity and mushrooms, and then we serve that. We pour that on top with the grilled shrimp, the blackened shrimp. Man, I tell you what, we're thinking about putting that on the menu permanently.
Thank God.
But it's just it's painstaking. Now, our kitchen, God bless the guys in the kitchen. They're able to do this for a weekend special, but it would be tough to do this on
I can imagine, because
on a daily event.
One of the things I wanted to fill everybody in on is when you come here to eat, if you don't come here with somebody else, you're going to take food home.
You're leaving with a box.
The portions here are so satisfying.
We specialize in boxes.
Yeah, you are gonna like. That's like,
what we do. We're
gonna their pizzas, their salads. Nothing is done small scale here. It's made for the, shall we say, healthy eater. Maybe not
the very healthy.
Not
eater.
not the eater that's healthy, but the healthy
eater.
Well, you look at me and tell that's not the case.
But I mean, like the pizzas are incredible. The gyros are incredible.
Oh, the gyros. Yeah, that was kind of an afterthought of this
Here's
whole
another
thing.
one. If you look up on the screen up there, this is another one that was just freaking phenomenal.
Oh, the hot chicks.
The hot chicks. If you like the spicy chicken wings without the bone, it's basically the chicken strips that are grilled by our grill guys, which do an amazing job. They're tender and juicy in the inside, but they're nice and charred. With the blue cheese on it and that buffalo sauce, lettuce, tomato, onions. Man, this is an incredible sandwich.
Oh, yes.
And it's served in a pita bread, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, something else.
I'm sorry, and non-bread.
Something else I've been wanting to ask you about.
Thanks, Casey.
So what about your flaming Uranus?
What about your flaming Uranus?
Everybody likes dipping their wings in Uranus.
Hey.
So they actually have wings.
That's the sauce.
They actually have wings here as well. And the wings go from your basic, regular wings all the way up to your nice and spicy ones called the flying Uranus.
Flaming.
Or flaming Uranus. Sorry.
One of my lead cooks and a friend of mine, he's also one of my fellow brewers that works with me. Hopefully we'll get him in the brewery more as we go on. But he came up with Uranus. We were talking about a sauce that would flame your behind.
Come on, Casey.
And so he came in with a sauce.
Hey y'all, this is Casey.
Been working on it.
You got to get in between
us.
Get in between them if you're going to go.
Had several different attempts.
This is Yippee Ki-Yay, y'all.
Constantly working on it.
Yeah. And he's come up with several different pizzas that we put out. The
Jamaican
the Jamaican You Crazy, which was a really nicely spiced Caribbean style pizza. That was absolutely fantastic. He has a couple other that he's made recently that we're gonna rotate through, and when we do our menu revision in January, we'll put a couple of those on there. Absolutely.
Oh yes.
All right. I'm going to interrupt, and hopefully nobody just. But so Dave, if I could get you to I'm looking at everything, and it's kind of bouncy right now. I think your guest access is
Hi,
kind
Pie
of.
Guy.
Can we get you to log into the normal Wi-Fi here so we can? I think it's probably going to be a little bit faster than your guest.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi sucks. Sorry, guys.
But I think your normal
Hi,
Wi-Fi
guys,
you
this
use
is
is going to be better than your guest.
No, they actually.
it's not?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's actually,
All right, well,
it's
then-
actually the same one.
Then we will.
But I'm on the back end of AT&T's crap, and I can't get any faster. I've already asked them, so I don't know what the hell's going on. But yeah, this is the best that I can do.
I'm going to go
Pie
over
Guy
some.
sent us a
I'm going to go
shout
over
out.
some comments with y'all.
Hey, Pie Guy. Pie Guy.
Gregory
Hi, Pie Guy.
says he's saying Tree and Connie say hi.
Hi,
Hey, guys.
Tree and Connie.
Chris Conley says Pie Guy misses you already.
We missed you too, Pie Guy.
Besides me,
Yeah, we'll see.
Yippee Ki-Yay.
Kevin Stratton says he misses y'all.
Hey, Kev.
Hi, babe.
What's up, Kev? Come see me, man.
Bill Richardson saying hi from Jackson.
Awesome.
Hey.
So yeah, well actually now that y'all got Casey over here, but Casey you gotta get
Come on.
to get closer to Aaron in the middle,
You gotta get
whatever.
between.
Come on in, you've been here for quite a while. You were with Dave before Club Belly.
We were with Crooked Letter.
And
Casey and I.
so here y'all are again, and you're helping out in the kitchen.
No, I tell you what, he got us through COVID and our
Oh yeah.
and all that crap that we opened like 4 hours a day and couldn't get anybody else to work. I called Casey. I said, "Hey man, you want to come in and open this with me?" He goes, "Yeah, let's do it."
Hey.
that's what I do.
And then God bless him. I wouldn't have done this without you.
Aw.
All right, that's fucking sweet.
Oh, baby,
No, but
stop.
No,
But
seriously.
it's true.
but it's honest to God truth.
I need a beer.
Oh, okay. We'll get you a beer and then come
Hey,
on
will you
back.
pour me a beer?
No, but pour some
Some zhuzhes.
some Grand Marniers too.
Oh, you
Um,
bartending now.
But one of the other things here too is you're not just a brewery to else. You're a full service bar.
Oh
You
yeah,
have some-
well we have a huge whiskey selection.
Well,
Not huge, but
my thing is you also have a nice drink special selection. So you don't, just like with the food, you don't do anything small.
no.
You got-
Hey, look at me.
You have the big ass margarita.
The BAM, the big ass margarita.
You have the Puffosaurus.
The
which is
Puffosaurus, which is a Bloody Mary. It's amazing. It's a 32-ounce mason jar full of my yummy base, my Bloody Mary base that we make in house. It has a skewer,
Chicken skewer.
grilled chicken, a
Vegetables.
skewer of grilled vegetables, and some yummy pickled okra.
Okra, green beans, pepperoncinis, and olives.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
it's a hangover cure in a glass. for your
It's a
weekend
meal
morning.
and a drink. All,
Absolutely.
all in one.
Basically,
All
yeah.
at once.
And then, like I said, for me personally, I had never been a big margarita drinker until you open up over here and you for a second. You were making these normal, or the part of these normal little, nice little margaritas. I'm like, this just pissing me off. I said, you need to make a big ass margarita.
Well, and we did. We
And
were
then
making the big bloody.
BAM was in.
Yeah, we were making the big bloody. He came in and said, "Why can't I have my margarita like this?"
And
Well, yeah. Hey,
we
we
made
were open
the
like
board.
like a week.
Yep.
Maybe.
Then and here's the fun part for people that don't understand is the margarita mix is actually handmade. It's not something that's
Yep.
bought. It's not.
No.
Yeah, I'm not saying to give away the recipe or anything
Again,
like
we pretty much everything we do is in house.
Make it every week.
that. Their Bloody Mary mix is handmade. It's not something you can buy
No,
anywhere.
this
You're
Bloody
not
Mary
going
mix
Every
is-
couple days.
The Bloody Mary mix is thick and spicy, so it holds up to ice melt and vodka. And you could put with our big Bloody Marys, we put 3 shots of vodka and the ice melt, and it's still nice and thick. And oh my god,
Christine
You gotta come
Cassidy
have one.
saying she can see her artwork in the background.
Yes.
Oh, my
Hey,
baby.
baby.
Yay.
All right, Glenn saying he's on the way. Pour him a juge too. I don't know what a juge
A
is.
juge.
Judge, this is a judge.
But
Judge.
Judge.
Judge for the masses.
Hey.
Hey, Glenn, bite me.
But guys, everybody who's watching and they're tuning in, and who watches later on, y'all come on in. The food here is great. The beer is great. The atmosphere is great. The attitude is great.
This is the
It's
attitude
a
right
great
now.
place to be if you want to get your belly full. You want to have some good beer. You want to have some good food. You want to have a good environment. And
Come see the show.
there you go. Come see the show.
It's the Aaron show.
No, it's
Yep.
not the Aaron show. I couldn't do it without Paul.
But
Aw.
be around with the people you like. People like you. You'll get to meet people that you never thought you would even get along with before.
Oh yeah, you met a lot of people.
They're
in
right
here.
here. I'm dude. I'm
Exactly.
telling you, there's been plenty of times I come in here and like I have nobody in here. And by the time I leave, I'm
Got 4
I'm
friends.
trading phone numbers and,
Right.
and we're
Exactly.
hanging out later on.
And getting customers for the shop.
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, and Glenn
Like
says,
tonight with Mike.
yeah,
Mike and,
Glenn
Krista.
says he got you bite me right here.
No.
Hey, Glenn.
So
Bite me.
what is coming up as far as specials and beers and the things they're actually
You know,
coming up within the next few weeks?
our weekend of specials, I have to be inspired, and sometimes it's not until Thursday afternoon or Friday morning that I'm like, damn, okay, here we go. A lot of times, maybe 2 weeks in advance, I'll say,
Mhm.
okay, we're going to push this out. So it really depends on how inspired I am and what we have in house. If we need to push something through that's in the freezer that I think we can really make work with and it's something new. Everybody,
Perfect. Sorry, trying to get things adjusted.
but everybody in our kitchen is works toward the same goal as making the weekend specials as good as they can be. Glenn, who's my KM kitchen manager, he's got some great ideas. He's a chef in his own right. Casey and a couple of the other guys in there, but put their work in and give me some ideas. So yeah, this isn't just me. The base menu was me. But the weekend, the specials are basically a
Collaboration.
collaboration of everything that we all do. And I think
Absolutely.
it's brilliant. And I couldn't do it without these guys. Honestly,
Right.
I'm so overwhelmed right now with my wife having to take some time out of the office here shortly with me, and so I'm stuck doing accounting. Doing accounting.
The
Yeah,
non-banker right
brilliant.
here.
You don't want to go there. So yeah, this has been a mess. I'm having my learning curve is high. So yeah, I'm relying much more on these guys.
Oh, I see a few people entering who actually need to be up here as well.
Oh, God.
Some of the other people behind what makes Puff Belly what it is.
Come on, Glenn.
Hi.
Glenn is actually. I'll let you explain who these people are.
This is our.
So I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So have at it.
Okay, Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner.
Not me.
K-U-P-K-A,
Where's
Leonard
my
Skinner,
juice?
E-E-R.
I didn't know how to spell it. I had no idea. I did the best I could. They wanted to change it to huge. Where's my huge?
I'm staying away from that one, sir. And the show begins, y'all. The show begins.
Welcome to the show.
Okay.
It's been a beer.
No, we don't have Scott, guys.
No,
I know,
so
right?
that's Scott. Where did he go? Take a leak.
So now
Okay.
the
Anyway,
restart.
so
Hi, guys. We're
so
taking
anyway,
over.
but let's work with Casey here a little bit.
Come on, Casey.
What do I got to do?
You gotta talk to the camera.
So, how did you feel when I called you the first time and asked you to come to work with us? I know you had to be kind of apprehensive and all that day that.
No, not really. I actually, you don't remember correctly, I actually hit you up and you said you needed people. So I was like,
Oh, I thought it was man.
but I had
Again, my brain cells have been lacking
Well,
for
I had
years.
a-
So.
I had an interview at another job or a trial experience.
Oh, that's right. Right, I remember now.
Kicked
Yeah.
ass, never got a call back. So I
Heard.
was like, Dave, you
Yeah.
need somebody late.
Yep.
Showed
And I
up
said,
next day, I
yeah,
was here.
Be.
it was.
Who's
It
meant to
was.
be?
You know, and unfortunately, COVID has taken its toll on so many restaurants in New
Oh,
Orleans
yes.
and here on the coast. And we're really fortunate to have our guest base
Right.
as loyal as they are. And you know, well, without y'all, I wouldn't be here. So,
Absolutely. We love all of our guests.
very humbling. Very humbling.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And the new ones that are coming in, keep coming. I love meeting my new guests. I love them, love them, love them. Always tell Paul about the new guests.
Well,
Sorry.
let's jump in.
What I said, I always tell
Okay.
Paul about the new
Okay.
guests.
Natalie Kane says she loves this place and you're her girl.
Hey, babe.
Mike is he's talking about the red. He's like the red will be ready
The red.
Red is coming.
Actually, Scott's having one right now. It's in the Bright Tank, and he's had the very freshest.
Actually, I
First,
had one. I had one.
Yeah.
It's long gone.
Okay. Never mind. So yeah, he's consumed
It
that
was
one
very
already.
good.
But yeah, the Irish Red is will be back. Should be finished up
What you looking for, baby?
and kegged on Friday.
You found it?
Well, speaking of different beers is there any other thing that you're willing to let go that you might have coming soon? Like I said, you tried out a lot of different things, a lot of the gozas, which I've been a big fan of.
I will be doing a saison here shortly, but it's gonna be in the true classic style. I'm gonna try to find, and I may have to wait till the spring, till the cherry season, to get the fresh cherries to do this. But the way I do it, I buy the tart cherry. Well, I buy the cherries, but I take the skins and I mash them with it to give it the astringency, because the saisons I think need that astringency along with the sweetness and the sourness. So I think that's just indicative of that style. And the best saisons I've ever had have been the tart
Just to
cherries.
warn y'all, you might be on camera if you're over
You want to
here.
be on TV? Sit right there.
If you don't mind.
Okay, are you come over here and be part of it? You're good.
Are you wanted by the law, sir? Are you wanted by the law?
So apparently
She doesn't know.
they can't take care of their clientele. So if they're going to want them by the law, they don't want them on camera.
Exactly. Gonna put you in the cooler.
So Popo, don't show up tonight. There's nobody here you need to see. Nobody here you need to do.
I have no most wanted yet.
No.
And just to let you know, if any
Well,
of
yeah,
your,
you know, Rusty's not gonna.
if you have any of your customer base that comes in, they want to come up here and talk and give their testimonials, please invite them over. They're more than welcome to do so. We'll be more than happy to have them on camera. So Miss Erin.
Yes, darling.
So, every time we come in, you're always, one of my favorite things coming in.
Always smile.
You're right. She's always smiling. Always has a great attitude, but also has different color hair every single time.
It's because that's what I do. I have different kind of guests, so I have to keep it flossy for them.
You're killing me.
No, you got to. You have to.
Well,
I have 6 different personalities. I got to showcase them all.
I actually think she's schizophrenic. She's got like 16
I'm not
personalities.
schizophrenic. I have 6 personalities. Is it different?
Only 6? Is that what we're
Only
It's
6.
okay.
Only 6. And I refuse to give them different names.
No, see, I have a
Oh, we
guy-
know about yours.
Ricky lives inside, so yeah. When Ricky comes out, nobody wants to be here.
I was telling the girls about Ricky today.
Glenn, if you get up there, you have to get close to the side. You have to get close to Aaron. No, you can sit down. Just get on the other side.
Well, here.
Or sit down with
I'm
Glenn.
gonna relinquish my
Yeah,
spot
we're gonna
here.
let Dave stop
Go,
off.
go sit down.
We're gonna let Glenn here talk.
Goodness.
Just to introduce
I
everybody,
gotta go
Glenn is the kitchen manager,
Okay.
the guy who is responsible for a lot of the food that you eat here. So, Glenn,
Hi, B.
I'm going to step away for a second, but I'm going to post something for you that you're going to talk about for at least the next 10 minutes. What is your inspiration for your food, and how do you come up with some of the things that are going on? Some of the things that you have here.
Coconut kernels.
So, go. Remember, you're on your own for the next 5 or 10 minutes.
Thanks.
All right,
Thanks.
all you.
All right. So.
Oh, and the peanut butter and jelly. Sorry, y'all,
I
I'm
guess
working
it
still.
starts in the building. Like me and Dave, when we came together, like the way that we can bounce off of each other and just bounce crazy ideas off of each other and make it come together and make it make sense in a cool kind of way is unique. Right. So, yeah, we ran a whitefish dish with a pesto artichoke cream sauce. With mock shoe, with what were the components?
What did we
on
pair it with that week too?
We'd have to ask Facebook that. That's definitely
Facebook. We're gonna have to
question.
ask you what we paired
Yeah.
it with because I did the pairing. I'm sorry.
And the carnitas were with the Bloody Mary.
Yes. I was kind of hoping when you were talking about the Bloody Mary mix earlier. So he said that the Bloody Mary mix is awesome. So the carnitas, I was a customer here long before I was KM, right? So the first time I had the Bloody
So
Mary,
he started like I did.
right? First time I had the Bloody Marys, I was like, this needs carnitas cooked in it. Like this what this needs.
At me.
And the first time we did it the same way we do the shrimp and grits with those amazing great cakes, and it was phenomenal. And then the second incarnation of that was the street tacos, which was a big hit. And that was maybe one of my favorite ones because it was one of the I don't know, it's just colorful and
If you
and
read
just,
up there, somebody has a little comment for you.
what? Glenard Nimoy. Oh, is that how we're spelling it?
No,
That's kind of cool.
That's Pie Guy. He misses us already.
Yeah, he misses us. I saw.
My
It's
Pie
kinda
Guy.
sweet. But yeah, no, I mean it's a lot of David. It's David walks around and he does all this and he starts
God,
talking
he's
about
a
his
mad
goosebumps
scientist
and then
in his brain.
eventually Julia will come out and he'll you got the butter on the grass.
Sorry,
And he starts talking
we're
about his
doing
boss.
Julia.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't worry, we will be getting our bartender who's actually really busy right now,
She is.
but we'll be getting Cass up here before too much longer. Oh,
Yeah, let her work.
We'll wait till when they close and then we'll get Cass up here.
Right. But I don't know. One of my favorite things to do is we have a lot of regulars who are really faithful to us, right? So I'll go to them and be like, hey, what do you like to eat?
Mm-hmm.
And then me and Dave will kind of talk about some of those ideas in certain kind of ways and stuff. And some of it's what we have in house. I mean, we have the type of menu where there's no flavor profile we can't create in house.
Right.
So the whole
Creator,
question
alter it,
about
or-
like what kind of special do we want to run? We'll start asking each other this on Tuesday. And it's like Thursday evening, and we're like,
Or Friday morning.
yeah, like we've literally gone into Friday morning with like it's fish or pork with,
And here I am when I come in for my
rice
shift. What
or
are we pairing
pasta,
it with? What is it?
but it's gonna have this awesome sauce, and that's all we know.
Uh-huh. And change it.
Change it altogether. But that's what makes it fun because it's challenging and it's
Welcome to
always
the
new
madness.
and it's always different, right? So it kind of gives it that feeling like
Because this is what we do.
It is always new.
This is what
It's
we
what
do.
we do. It's part of the show.
Hey.
And that's kind of one thing I like about coming up here for me personally is it's never the same thing over and over. So there's nothing ever boring. And I understand. So even though there's sometimes there's certain things that are part of the menu or certain
getting
beers
beer.
that I love that I come on, fill in case that the keg will blow or the food is done for the weekend. But that also makes me look forward to it coming back and being part of it again. Don't give it the cheesy smiles, nobody cares. It makes me look forward to coming back and figuring out what's going to happen, the next time around, or when the thing I love so much is going to show up again.
And Mr. Rossetti, who loves our lasagna. Oh my God, this man will come 3-4 times during the week when we serve lasagna, and it's gotten to where I make him a pan to take home. But I've got a twist for Mr. Rossetti this next time. I'm changing him a lasagna. We're going to put something else in it.
Why are you going to do that to that boy?
Why?
He's going to cry.
We're going to do it.
Oh, hold on, you gotta be careful.
Can't let the secrets out.
Don't give away the secret.
All right, so let me actually flip the question on you a little bit, because this is one of my favorite things. I've been in the business a long time, 24 years in the industry, and I live for that chef moment, right? The look in the face, right?
Right.
And I've done it in the front of house for a lot of really good chefs, and I've been able to do it kind of for myself here. And as a customer, right? You look forward to looking at the Facebook page on late on a Friday and seeing what the hell we concocted, or coming in and seeing what new beers may be on the
social media is never a bad thing.
Sure.
But for me, I am a fan of just being surprised. So I like showing up with.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my thing. There's nothing worse in the world than having your sights set on one thing, and then you show up, and then that special did so well it sold out.
It's gone.
Or that beer did so well that it completely tapped out.
That's a good.
So for me,
well, that's when you call Aaron, put me aside. So
this is what I suggest to everyone: don't go. I mean, do keep an eye on the Facebook page and social media, but come in and check stuff. Come in and see, because once you get yourself in the door and then you see somebody else order something, as it comes out of the kitchen, you look at it.
Watch the plates.
Oh, I didn't realize I wanted that, but I do now.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you get up here and Dave will tell you, hey, I've got this beer that it's pretty much ready, but I've got to make sure I get it in kegs. Would you like to try some? And I'm like, well, hell yes. And
absolutely.
So you're getting a chance to try something that won't actually be on tap till the next day or two, right out of the bright tank. And to me, I said that's the experience of coming here.
It's a special personalized
As much
treatment.
as I love social media, and please go on look at Puff Belly's Facebook page if you want to keep updated on the stuff that's coming out, things that are going on. But come in at least a few times a week, because there's a lot of times there's stuff that you could get to take advantage of that doesn't make it to the social media page, because there's times when they're trying things out where they're there's a beer about ready to go on tap, and you might be able to one of the first people to get to
I'm feeling both of your legs up.
So make sure you not only keep them on social media, but
I'm over here feeling the boys up.
Stop in every once in a while. Come in and say, hey, what's going on? What's new? What's happening?
And one of the cool things is too, we have our friend Mark, who's one of the managers at Walmart here.
Oh, Mark.
He comes in on Thursday afternoons. That's when I take photographs of our lunch special or our dinner special for the weekend. He's always sitting right here. And he always gets a taste. Love you, Mark.
Love you, my Mark.
Mark actually just said, just wait till he starts combining beers.
We've already started. We're going to talk about
the Cocoa Puff.
Oh, the Cocoa Puff. The Mavis.
Oh, well.
Mavis.
Don't be talking out of term where nobody knows. You need to explain.
What he's doing, he's putting it in my lap.
What is a Cocoa Puff?
Okay, what a Cocoa Puff is. A Mavis.
Let me totally set the stage for you.
Okay,
so we challenge each other a lot. Like, she'll come to me and she's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, what do you want? She's like, meat and vegetables.
Yeah,
and I'm like, thanks for narrowing it down. So I'll go in the back and I'll run some around and I'll come up with something that I want to eat, and I'll make two of them, right? So at the end of the shift, get my drink, and I'll come up to her and I'm like, I want a drink. And she's like, what do you want? And I'm like, something dark and delicious.
He throws the ball right back in my lap.
The first one she came out with was the Cocoa Puff.
All right, the Cocoa Puff. Now, the Cocoa Puff is a beer cocktail. I've learned from the madman over here that you can mix anything with a beer, especially whiskey. It works very well. Now, what our Cocoa Puff is, it is our riddle dance. It's our chocolate coffee stout, which I lovingly call me in a glass. And then what we do is we take a pint glass, we zhuzh it up with some ice, then we put a shot of caramel crown in it, and then we put that riddle dance on top of it
While it's available.
And
Get it while you
stir
can.
it up a little bit. And it's just, oh my gosh, it is a Cocoa Puff. It truly is a Cocoa Puff. You would have never thought that beer and whiskey would make a Cocoa Puff.
Well, I just want to know what this Mavis is.
The Mavis.
86 Mavis.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. We did the Cocoa Puff. Now we're talking about the Mavis. Once again, this Mavis. The Mavis.
Can we name it 86 Mavis? Like,
No, we can't name it
she's
86
already 86
Mavis.
cases. It's rude.
Calm down. She's in the brighter team. Calm
Right.
down. You see what I deal with, y'all? Anywho,
It was a long
the Mavis. We were out of riddle dance that night, so he wanted to go with the red. Okay. Once again, had this girl pondering, thinking, thoughting, and I came up with the Mavis. And I used all reds in this particular cocktail. The Irish red, amaretto, once again, all zhuzhed up on ice. And I handed it over to Glenn. And he's like, well, oh my God, this is good. What are we going to call it? I was like, I think we should call it the redheaded bitch.
Well,
Do you
now,
wanna explain
I
what
just
zhuzh
recently-
means?
Zhuzh means just a little touch.
Just a little touch. Just a zhuzh. Just a little zhuzh.
Just a little touch.
You got to do the wiggle. You got to zhuzh. Yeah, zhuzh.
Casey,
Yeah, it doesn't look as good.
Zhuzh.
I'll whip in my
I thought
glass.
that's how you asked for a new drink.
So that was the Mavis, the redheaded
Right. So I lost my grandmother last
Lord rest her
August.
soul.
So when we came up with the redheaded
Thank
bitch, I was
you,
like, let's name
Kay.
it the
I love you,
Mavis.
Mama Kay.
Like I was so excited because that's what she was. I love her to death, but that's what she was.
Hey, and that's a
Um,
fabulous drink. It really is.
No,
Okay, now let's
So
talk
where did
about.
no. Back
Oh,
up,
well,
back
I'll
up.
rewind.
So where did the name Mavis come
That's
from?
my
That's
grandmother.
the grandmother's
I'm sorry.
name.
All right.
That's my
All right.
grandmother.
Okay.
Now,
So it's essentially a redheaded.
Read it. So we're not going to go there. All right, go
I
ahead.
did. I
Let's
already did.
continue
Well,
on.
my name
Now.
sounds even worse now.
the basis of all these beer liquor cocktails came from the Sourpuss, lovingly named after Mr. Dave.
Yes.
Folks think I'm joking every time I say it, and I usually say it right in his face. So what he does is we take the Cat Head Honeysuckle vodka, we zhuzh it on some ice again, and then we top it off with one of our sours that we make in house. It could be any sour that we make in house: the strawberry, the apricot. I'll even do it with a gosa for you. And then we top it off with a little ginger ale and a lime wedge, and it is absolutely fabulous. Don't ever come here and ask for a White Claw because you're going to get a Sourpuss.
Or kicked out the door.
No, I'm not going to kick them out. They're going to get a Sourpuss.
Well, you could just change the name instead of a White Claw. You could do a Caucasian Scratch.
No, it's called a Sourpuss.
It's me.
It's lovingly the Mr. Dave.
Well, Dave, jump on back in here. Let's get this thing set. Once you get in,
I'm right in. I'm in. I'm good.
there we go.
Okay.
Well,
I'm drinking Glenn shot.
Where's Bob?
You snooze, you lose. Here. Drink that.
Okay.
Hey,
one of the best things when you come in here, though, is you
Wait,
never
wait,
know
wait.
what's going to be going on.
Don't pour that in
And
there.
you know,
I had dust in it.
one of my favorite things though is when I come in, you know, you are always making sure I try new things. I'm never pressured to do anything, but you know, there's always something available to try, especially if you're a regular when you come in. There's stuff that you know normally may not be on the menu or normally be behind the bar that you know you may have a special thing that came in and you're like, hey, just come try this, give this a try.
If you're regular
And-
enough like Scott, he
Well,
has access to the
or
secret.
irregular,
Well,
not like
Dijon.
that.
regular by regular, I mean I think I have a bed.
He needs
You
to.
take that.
I'll get you another joke.
But
Nah,
you know,
you're good.
One
He
of the
takes
things
enough
I,
fiber.
one of the things I can say, and quite honestly, something to thank all of y'all for, you know, coming in. This isn't just like coming into a place to eat. It's not coming in to see friends. this has actually become family. We've actually.
It is.
And
Yeah, I'm
I've
glad you
noticed
know.
that. I had noticed that with not just myself.
I'm
But
glad
I see
you know.
a lot of other people come in.
Yeah, but
and-
we don't have guests.
and-
We have family. I mean,
Exactly.
they're guests, but they're family as well.
Yeah,
And I would
it's
hope,
extended
I would hope,
It's
I would hope that,
cheers.
that your family are guests, and then vice versa. But yeah, well, I can't say it about all families because they're never mind. I'm
Just
not
talk
going
about
there.
family.
Yeah,
Never
We're
mind.
functionally
Unless you're
dysfunctional.
like Casey and the redheaded
Absolutely.
stepchild.
He's not a stepchild.
What, Redbeard?
Over my head.
Yeah, when I first met Casey, I said, this guy's got a man bun, really? Oh my God! But you know, I've grown to love him, so I overlooked the yeah, I'm getting the.
He still has the man
banger.
bun.
He's getting
He
evil.
still has the man
I
bun.
mean, I could wear it down in the kitchen if you'd like.
I'll cornrow that.
I prefer the ponytail, but
I'll cornrow it.
It's too long for that. It'll be down to my
It
ass.
is.
mine
Is
used
it
to be as
really
well.
that?
No, I'm
Took it
telling
down
I'm
Really?
telling you.
Today, it really
No,
is.
no, it will be
Oh
better than a man
gosh,
bun.
can I brush your hair? Not in the kitchen though.
Probably need
I'm just giving them hell. I love this kid.
But I mean, as anybody who's ever come here will tell you, you know, when you come in, you're treated like family. There will be no quarter given. When I say treat like family, you know, sometimes you fight with your family, but you always love your family. And you know what? Sometimes you're going to hear things from your family you don't want to hear, but you know what? They're at least honest with you.
Absolutely.
Oh, by the way, Casey, Chris Conley says, "Let the man bun down."
my man bun down.
Show your bun.
Show my buns.
Unleash the
Well,
beast.
but
I'm gonna have to stand on the other
he
side.
already made Durango.
Let me
so,
take
I
it
mean,
down.
I mean,
They're
Let me
not.
take it
They're
down.
not thicker than Chris's buns.
Let me
so
take
he's
it.
pretty
Let me
thick.
take it
Well,
down.
no.
Let me take down your man bun.
Let
You know what?
I'll let you take it.
Can I take down? I get to
Oh
take down
my
the
God.
man bun. This is what we do. Sit right
oh my
here.
God!
Sit
You
right
gonna
here.
brush my hair on
Sit right here.
right here.
Sit right here.
Nah, this is
No,
too
you
much.
gotta
It's
sit
too
right
much.
here.
It's too much.
And you gotta face
Oh
me.
my
Too
God.
much.
No, you're gonna
Casey-
do what I
Casey
say.
got
Come on.
back.
I don't know.
They see in the attitude right now. Are you ready?
Casey giving the back shots to the camera, y'all.
Oh,
There you go,
God.
Conley.
This went so weird.
I don't think I've ever seen that. When was the
I
last
have
time
never seen it.
Chris,
when was
here
the
you go,
last time
buddy.
you watched that?
I've seen it maybe. I mean, I've seen it maybe a half dozen times over
Oh,
4 years.
Jesus.
You know what? Actually, Casey, turn around again.
See more on OnlyFans.com.
Hold on, turn around again. No, let it down. Turn around.
That's good money right there. I can make hair a wig with this.
You know what? From the back, I
Yes, this is a nice color to be complimentary.
Oh wow!
This is my next hairstyle.
She's gonna chase you around with scissors.
For more content, look me up on McLean at OnlyFans.com.
Hey,
from the back, he's pretty sexy.
I know, right? I don't remember my face at all.
I get that a lot.
Not enough ass for me. But.
Then he turns around. I'm like, well, crap.
Chris's ass for you.
TM's ass.
All right,
Oh.
this is getting a little over the top. So maybe semi PG or.
All right, well, we'll go back to the PG stuff. But
Hey, after 7 o'clock.
Because this is what we do here at Puff Rovers.
no, actually, I know we're having fun and everything else, but just to let everybody know also when they come in, you know, this is still ultimately it's primarily a restaurant, and you
We
know,
do behave.
feel free to bring-
We're kid friendly.
we are kid friendly.
Believe it or not, from this.
We are.
Come on.
Being so.
All right, we have people here listening and for the beer, but you know,
All right, GulfCoastWeekend.com. Vote for us for the best pizza
actually,
place.
speaking of which, let me make sure the
You know you didn't
Oh, where are we at? What's our numbers?
Dylan,
So actually, I'm pulling this up on the screen. So Dave, will you explain this, please?
All right, so we're in our we actually have been open 1 year this past week. We are beating everybody in the coast right now, except for
Don't brag, be humble.
Except for one.
except for this place over in
Gulfport.
in Gulfport that's been there forever. They serve a 20-inch pizza. It's like cardboard. So anyway, yeah, and they serve it for 20-inch pizza for $20, a dollar something an inch. You know, I wouldn't buy that anyway. But but being here, I'm being facetious. But I'm really humbled. Being here a year, we are in second place right now with this whole mess, and I'm just amazed and humbled by all of our guests who voted for us. And this is amazing. So
I know, right?
the only thing I would ask y'all to do is log on to GulfCoastWeekend.com
Somebody would say something.
and vote for us. And If we win, I promise every one of you, we're going to do a huge special for our winning. It'll be a week-long event, and it's going to be awesome. Beer, pizza, and it'll be great.
Oh, we got somebody voting right now.
Tomorrow.
And you can vote. Here's the thing. You can vote every 8 hours.
Yep, you can vote every 8 hours.
So continue to go on, continue to vote. GulfCoastWeekend.com. Go on there. I think it's bracket 8.
Mm-hmm.
And
the brackets change every Monday afternoon.
So right now is bracket 8, and go on there and vote for Puff Belly Pizza, Brewery, kebabs, burgers, and good times.
Oh yeah.
And Aaron Attitude.
And a little Aaron.
If
you like Aaron's attitude, just go ahead and vote. Make sure you vote 3 times a day. You
Come on, honey. You know I like
you. Yeah,
you.
you can vote every 8 hours. So, yeah.
So just out of curiosity, so we have Thanksgiving coming up. I'm sure y'all going to be open for Thanksgiving.
No, we're going to family in New Orleans for Thanksgiving. I may come back and open the bar. Check us out on Facebook. I will post if we decide to give a reprieve to everybody who's sick of dealing with their in-laws and their family to come in and have a
drink
and have a cocktail or a beer. We will be doing, if we open, we'll be doing drink and beer specials. But I'll post that as well. Keep a lookout on Thursday morning.
And then on the following day
full boat Friday and Saturday. I'll try to post our weekend special. Man, I need to do that tomorrow.
Well, can we get a little hint what the weekend special?
I have no freaking
That's
clue.
a hint. They don't know.
It's
not Thursday morning yet,
sir. That's the best thing about being here at Crooked Letter. Sorry,
Crooked Letter. Oh, dude.
Sorry, that's the best thing about being here at Puff Belly. Is wow.
He did that. He did.
You never know what happens tomorrow. Well,
Glenn,
hold on.
Shrimp Creole this weekend?
Yeah, sure.
Shrimp Creole.
Something not turkey.
Something not turkey.
That's right.
Actually, that's probably the best thing.
And then next weekend we'll do turkey tetrazzini.
2 weeks ago, we was like, we we're not doing Thanksgiving.
Well, I'm waiting on like a gravy type. I want a brunch. I want a biscuits and gravy brunch,
please.
No,
Sundays.
But actually, we are considering doing after the first of the year, converting this on Sunday to maybe after football season to a brunch and doing true New Orleans style. True New Orleans style griots and grits, egg sardou, the great fare from New Orleans, the boiled shrimp. Where I'm looking at that right now, and we're gonna have to kind of transform a little bit into that.
But the Bloody Marys and the mimosas and the margaritas.
Yeah, the Bloody Marys, mimosas, and margaritas.
I got you.
So yeah, just keep in touch with us on Facebook, and I'll as we progress for the first of the year, I'll make that decision here shortly.
Well,
stop fighting, B. What you drinking, B?
Well, guys, is there anything else y'all are wanting to pass along? What's going on? I mean, I don't want to cut it short by any means. Please,
no,
if there's something y'all want to,
Scott, I would
know.
like to introduce them to the rest of the staff.
Honestly, I would love to do that.
Come here, Cass.
If you would like to take Cass's place for a little bit so she can come around. Oh, no, Dave, you stay here. No, you stay here. Aaron's going to fill in for her. Cass, are you going to come over?
I don't know if I can fill it in, but I'll try my best.
You can't fill the back end in. She kept her mind on that.
You can recreate that one.
Oh, one of my buddies.
God, no, we're not doing that video again.
One of my buddies, CB, one of the guys I work with over at the fire department, says he loves his peeps over here at Puff Belly.
Thanks, my brother.
So everybody,
everybody,
this is Cass.
Cass. Mama Cass.
We don't want her choking on a ham sandwich.
No. I don't know. Okay, it's before your time. Never mind.
But yes, this is Cass, and when you come in, especially on the weekends, she will be the one who is probably helping you out, who is going to.
And she will be our new shift supervisor here. Probably
I thought
this
that
week.
was my job.
No.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh crap.
But we love having Cass on staff.
Thanks. Holly,
Well,
Holly.
say hi to everybody out there.
Say hi.
In Facebook land.
Holly's shy.
Holly, come here.
Come sell yourself.
Come here real fast.
She's not a prostitute. She's not come sell
And
herself.
then when you wait, hold on. What?
I told her to come sell herself. I said she's not a prostitute.
Oh.
So she's not going to come sell herself. B.
What does that make you?
All right. Here's Glenn's significant other. She makes some of the best desserts I've ever had. Oh my God. She is one of our biggest advocates. And come around here.
Come right here, B.
Yeah, come around.
Say hi.
Hello.
She's our unofficial official pastry chef.
Yes, she is.
Slash pain in the ass.
Yes.
Somebody's got to crack the whip.
So you
Yeah,
said,
no doubt.
so you said you have Mama Cass and Mama Ass?
Well,
That's about it.
That may be it.
Oh man. Really and truly though, everybody that comes by, y'all come have fun, enjoy the food, enjoy the beer. By all means, enjoy the atmosphere. Before we go, we're pretty much, I think we're about on the end legs of this. Dave, do you have any final words for? And please stay tuned. We are going to do this again. We're going to have
Absolutely,
some fun.
but we may do a weekly thing on this. We'll see what happens.
But
We may do some brewing segments. With nothing but brewing. We may do some nothing but food segments.
well, Dave, do you have any last things you want to say?
Yeah,
before we
I
get
do.
on?
Thank you all for looking in on us and watching and putting up with our antics and our BS tonight. And we truly appreciate your patronage and your business. And I look forward to seeing you in soon.
Glenn, you got anything you want to finish up with?
nope, Dave about said it all.
All right.
GoCoastWeekend.com. Vote Potbelly's best pizza.
Well,
We'll
guys,
see you this weekend.
Once again, GulfCoastWeekend.com, Puff Bellies. Vote
hold on.
for us.
I'm going to bring it up one last time. Let me bring it up here. Let's see. Make sure y'all go to GulfCoastWeekend.com. Vote for Puff Bellies for the favorite pizza. Right now it's in bracket 8. Next week it will change, so make sure you keep an eye on it. Till then, everybody, y'all be good to each other. Take care of each other. Come eat some good food. Drink some good beer. And by God, just enjoy life.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.